The best 4K cameras can record high-quality cinema in a variety of situations. Whether you want to make videos for social media or a full-length movie, these cameras will help you get results that will impress all of your audience. Hello guys, in this video we're looking at the 5 best 4K cameras of 2022. And if you want more information, we also put the links in the description box down below. Thanks. Starting our list with number 5, we've got the Sony ZV-E10. Sony ZV-E10 is an inexpensive, video-focused hybrid with an APS-C sensor housed in a quality small chassis that's a solid fit for 4K vloggers. It comes as compact and lightweight, and due to its size, it does not have a viewfinder or flash, but it does have a helpful articulating touchscreen, and the internal directional 3 capsule mic is optimized to capture sound from in front of the camera, recording your voice clearly even when you're in a crowd. Unfortunately, the menu system cannot be accessed via the touch interface. The ZV-E10 shouts video thanks to its wide range of format options, and it can capture competitive 4K at 30 frames per second, but we believe the lack of 60 frames per second preset at 4K is a shame for nowadays. The footage is shot with 6K oversampling, making the most of the pixel count to produce detailed results. Steady shots electronic stabilization effectively compensated for hand trembling, and even when a subject was moving around the frame, the object tracking autofocus reliably locked on. Noise handling can't compete with full-frame rivals, but the real kicker is the rolling shutter experience when panning. Overall, this renders it largely unusable for run-and-gun videographers. But if you're happy to shoot handheld selfie vlogs or use a tripod, the ZV-E10 is a great option and is supported by a catalog of compact lenses. Next, with number 4, we've got the Fujifilm X-T4. The Fujifilm X-T4 significantly improves upon the X-T3's video performance compared to its predecessors, making it one of the best 4K cameras you can buy right now. The most significant boost comes from the inclusion of in-body image stabilization. This makes it a little larger and heavier than the X-T3, but still significantly lighter than an enthusiast-level DSLR. While it doesn't entirely eliminate the need for a gimbal, it does make it an excellent alternative for the run-and-gun filmmaker. Combine this with the same 26.1 megapixels back-illuminated APS-C sensor as its predecessor, and you have a fantastic performer for both stills and video. The latter is a particular standout thanks to the inclusion of a very modern movie shooting spec that includes Cinema 4K movies up to 60 frames per second, 10-bit internal recording, and up to 400 megabits per second bitrate, and with F-Log and HLG profiles included as standard. You could also shoot slow-motion Full HD movies up to 240 frames per second, while the in-body image stabilization system provides up to 6.5 exposure value of stabilization when used with one of Fujifilm's stabilized lenses. Overall, the Fujifilm X-T4 is the best APS-C mirrorless camera you can buy. A major reason for that is its video performance and the newly designed optional vertical battery grip that uses 2 extra batteries to provide nearly 2,000 still frames before needing to recharge. Next up at number 3, we've got the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K Pro. A substantial upgrade over the Pocket Cinema Camera 6K, the 6K Pro is a fantastic, relatively affordable tool for professional videographers. The 6K Pro is a compact yet versatile camera with increased battery life, a brighter screen that is now tilt adjustable, and the option to add an OLED electronic viewfinder. Its 6K sensor is the same as before, which means you still get exceptional 6K footage at up to 50 frames per second. The Super 35 format is smaller than full frame but large enough to handle low light situations with ease, while built-in ND filters mean you could happily film in bright sunlight with wide open apertures. Plus, the sheer breadth of formats, profiles, and resolutions available make the 6K Pro a properly flexible camera for editors. That said, it's clearly not a camera for casual users. Its controls might be simple, but there's no image stabilization, no tracking autofocus, and still performance remains rudimentary. But as a first professional video camera, the 6K Pro is a fantastic package for the price, with superb image quality and relative accessibility, making it one of the most rounded enthusiast options. At number 2, we got the Canon EOS R5. On paper, the Canon EOS R5 is arguably the best hybrid camera available today. Adopting a tried and tested form factor that's easy to handle, the R5s serve up blistering performance. A 4 to 5 megapixel full-frame sensor is supported by the SpeedDigic X chip, paired with Canon's fastest ever autofocus motor. Video specs are similarly outstanding. The EOS R5 can capture 4K footage at a silky smooth 120 frames per second, while resolution maxes out at a headline-grabbing 8K at 30 frames per second. Results are gorgeously sharp, while the combination of in-body image stabilization with stabilized RF mount lenses delivers decently smooth handheld shots, plus log files provide incredible flexibility when it comes to color grading. There is a caveat as well: the EOS R5 features recording limits to combat overheating, with a published maximum of 35 minutes for a 4K at 60 frames per second video. That's a significant limitation for professional filmmakers, but there's a good chance those who shoot a selection of shorter clips won't ever encounter that barrier. Provided that's the case for you and you're happy to shell out on CF Express cards to unlock peak performance, the R5 is a fantastic 4K hybrid. The last product on our list is the Panasonic LUMIX GH6. Looking for a lightweight 4K camera with huge videography potential? Then the Panasonic LUMIX GH6 is a Micro Four Thirds flagship for filmmakers first and foremost. More manageable in the hand than a full-frame heavyweight, we think that the GH6 benefits from superb handling and a thoughtful control layout. It features recording buttons front and rear, tally lights, and a multi-angle touchscreen, all of which made for easy framing and shooting in our experience. Despite its relatively compact proportions, the GH6 is a video powerhouse. It offers a huge range of 10-bit ProRes and anamorphic video modes, plus built-in color profiles. It can shoot 5.7K footage at 60 frames per second, supported by 7.5 stops of in-body image stabilization. In short, it's a movie monster. Yet in testing, we ran into zero overheating issues. And while its smaller sensor could affect low-light performance, we captured good results at twilight. We think its 25.2 megapixel sensor and autofocus system are designed every bit with video in mind, and if you need the fastest AF. Other brands offer speedier systems, but the GH6 contrast-based autofocus still proved reliable. All this in a package that weighs less than a kilogram and fits in a small camera bag. Thanks for watching. That's all for now, and hope all of you guys enjoy the video. Thanks.